Hey everybody, how are you? Welcome back. What is going on? What is going on? We are here. We have something we need to talk about. I have some questions, and because you all have some concerns and you definitely have opinions, and I'm here for all of it. Hello, chat. Let some people get in. What is going on? Go ahead and click the like button as you come in. How is everyone doing today? What is going on? We are here to have this conversation, honey. I'm about to pull up all of y'all's comments because y'all got them. You hear me? Y'all got them. Thank you for being here. What do y'all think about today's events? Hello, everyone. Oh, let me go find it. Let me go through y'all's comments right quick. Cause, honey, it was something else. Hey, y'all. Yes. Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Millie Shine. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for liking. Ooh, I can't wait to have this conversation with y'all today. Ooh, 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 ooh. We're going to get into it. Hey, everybody. Go ahead and click the like button as you come in. And we are going to talk about today's events. And there's some other stuff going on today also that we can talk about. But we're definitely going to talk about the topic at hand first. So today, I got the message from some people that Chris Fletcher's daughter, Lexi McCollum, she did an interview with a YouTuber, and she literally just told her own story herself. She, y'all feel a certain way about it. Y'all feel a certain way about it, and we just gonna talk about it because, hey, thank you, Kia. Y'all feel a certain way, and let me get the certain ways out. Okay, as I look down my comments, I'm going to say 98%, 98% of you feel like she is just lying. Hello. 90, I mean, y'all feel like that. Before I get started, this is all alleged, and this is for entertainment purposes only, and my opinions and your opinions. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get into it. So Lexi McCollum did an interview, Chris Fletcher's daughter. She is no longer like accepting her father as her father. You're the 2%. She is no longer really accepting Chris as her father. Her stepfather, Alonzo, she said that is the man who raised her. She had a lot to say. But what got me was, and I'm just skipping around and then we can just talk about whatever. But what got me was that she said Nell was the one who had come in and broke up her home. And Nell was pregnant. Now I saw somebody's comments that said, how could Nell be pregnant and um the age gap between Chris Jr. and Kayla, right? But she said Nell was pregnant. That's what she had to say. And then she was like, Nell would not allow her to be with her dad alone. She said all she knows of her father, like he left when she was 3. And did you hear the things? Hello, everyone. Did you hear the things that she said, like the things that she knows about her father? I think for me, it was the Sprite. Like you trying to tell me that's all you know about your daddy, that he liked to drink Sprite? I'm team Lexi on this one. I'm glad she had opportunity to say her side. Now, Kia, I'm gonna tell you, honestly, this is what I have learned. If I'm not there to witness all of it, I'm not going to sit here and say if she's true or not, right? I can't say that. So it's all alleged because I was not there. People have a really strong opinion about it, but people have some really strong thoughts about it and theories about it. Because for her to say that she wasn't involved in her family, she had an hour and 50, no, an hour and what's it, maybe 10-minute video. But she said a lot. Yeah. Oh, she said Nails. You talking about women, Nails mom. Nails mom, Vanessa? Or Lexi's mom. But that was crazy because she said the reason that she knew, okay, she said the reason that she knew Lexi's mom, Cornelia, she said the reason she knew the relationship was over and Nell was the one that made it over for her is because she called the house. And she seemed like she was very apologetic, unlike Ariana Curry, but she seemed to be very apologetic. And she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, pardon me. I'm just going to let this be over. I'm not going to do this. It's done." And then she leaves and she goes to Mississippi to be with her family. And then Chris pursues her. Chris comes to Mississippi. Chris is supportive. There's a funeral. He's there. He's begging her to come home. She comes home. And then what? Then she says she finds proof that Chris is still cheating. Now, child, word on the curb is that Chris is currently in another relationship. And I'm gonna let that play out on its own because that ain't for me to share. I'll just give you that much. Yep, people exactly, really. Y'all please hit the like button as you come in. People believe Chris. Chris was believable. They're sitting at the dinner. Lexi gets upset. She curses everybody out. She runs out to the car and she leaves. Chris is at the door like, "That's messed up. Don't say this. I've been here. Blah, blah, blah. Lexi, that's really messed up." And then Lexi leaves. And today we find out that Lexi has been waiting to curse out Nell. She cried all the way home. And she has not talked to her father since. Nor the children have seen their grandfather since 2022. Now, I can't. So when she explained what she wanted to. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Now, I don't feel like I believe Cornella. I don't think Lexi's mom is lying because she was the one that was in the marriage with him. She was the one that left him. She was the one that came back. And she was the one that came home and found all the proof of him cheating. I'm going to have to go with how people go with their gut. I don't feel like the mother was lying. I don't feel like that. I do agree with you. Lexi is hurt. And it's evident that Lexi was definitely treated different because Lexi definitely wasn't in the home. You know, mama's baby, papa's maybe. Lexi was with her mother. So as Chris leaves and creates these other families, Lexi is still with her mom and she's not there. Chris didn't fight for custody. He didn't do that. So it's a situation that was Lexi's truth. That's correct. So it's a situation where like, well, I see you when I see you. Now, you know, sometimes it can be messy. Sometimes mothers can be like, well, you're not going for Christmas. You're not going to do this. He didn't send that. He didn't send this. So we don't know why Lexi really was not with her dad so much. We don't know what her mother was actually saying. But they don't know. She's saying they don't know each other. No, I don't think the mother was lying at all. I don't think that. Lexi is about that action, right? She about that life. She is done with Chris. When she said, I think his name is Terrence, right? The YouTuber's name is Terrence. I can't remember his handle on YouTube, but I remember them calling him Terrence. When he said that I'm still, oh my husband, oh crazy. He said that I'm still holding out hope that you and your father will have a conversation. When Lexi said, if he goes to heaven, we will have a conversation then, I was like, oh, she's done. Lexi don't have nothing to say to Chris. Nothing. Absolutely. Abandonment affect. Look at Kenya Moore. She is a grown woman with a child and an ex-husband. She still has abandonment issues. Lexi says she is in counseling, and Lexi almost allegedly unalived herself. I thought that was crazy. When she said that she went through that was the lowest time of her life, and then a month later she had her child's birthday party, and she called her dad, and he was mad that the baby didn't call him on his birthday. I was like, that's so insensitive. And okay, all day for you. Let me talk to you. Because what you just said, they better leave that girl alone. Her father created broken home, cheated, been both married, but these weird women have some negatives to say. No protection for her mother, a black woman who had to protect her. Let me tell you something. That's the problem I have. I have a problem with these men who create these lives and leaves them to just be okay in the world. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're not there, but Lexi has a very compelling story. And I'm not going to say what she said is not her truth, because Lexi very well could be telling the truth. And some people could be making an assumption on the basis of the fact they like Chris and they like Nell. I like Nell too. But I will say this, we've seen Nell in action. And we know that she could probably dismiss someone. We saw her at the dinner table the way she did with the kids. I believe that. I believe that part. 100%. I believe that. Lexi, although Lexi is an adult, she still is a little girl who didn't have her father when it comes down to it. Lexi has probably been dealing with not having her dad her whole life. I don't think people understand that. People love to say, well, she's grown now. Like being grown and having a W 2 and having a family is supposed to negate the fact that as a child, I was abandoned and never saw my dad. That is insane to me. Yes, it is crazy. And then men want to say, I did this or I provided this. Did you provide the time? Did you provide the wake up in the morning? Did you provide the breakfast? Did you provide the conversation on the way to school to drop her off? Did you provide the pickup or did you provide one of her cheerleading things? Did you provide that? Because time is what she can't get. Yeah, I'm not, let me tell you something. I can't sit, I listen to that and I listen to what I said about it and I stand on everything that I said. But it's like, no matter if Lexi was lying somewhere in there, it's a truth. Lexi did not have her dad. That is a problem in some shape, form, or fashion, right? My daughter, my ex-husband and I are co-parenting. So my daughter is with me now. That means she's not with her father. Although she's happy and they have a great relationship, this moment, there's probably something that she's missing because her dad is not over here on this couch waiting for me to get offline and cook dinner. She's missing something. But we work together to make sure she is at least 98%. But if you leave when your baby is 3 and you go out to form a new family, I don't know why people can't. I don't know why people. How can you say to be an adult? Now I have both of my parents, but it's still some stuff right now in my life that I wish would have been different when I was younger. We all are like that. appearing to be biased in relationship. Hold on, wait a minute. What you say? I can't be biased. How can I be biased when I don't know either party? I'm just talking about what I see. And I think people feel like I'm biased because I don't agree with what you say, right? And it's okay. And I love that you love me and I love that you're here. But this is how I see it. I see it as I don't think I'm not going to be quick to say that she's lying because I don't know her story. But I will say I know it's some truth in there. Now, what we do know is true is Chris was not married to her mother the whole time. Chris left and had a family with Nell. We do know it's true that at some point Chris left Mel for 2 years, and we found out today that when he left, he was with another woman and her family. Now, allegedly, I can say that and hope that doesn't make me to appear to be biased, but allegedly, what Lexi said today is Lance had to drop out of school to go to work to help her pay her bills. I mean, where are you on that? Bird, where are you on that? Help me out. I I'm talking about, we saw the same thing. I don't know. But I know the girl is missing something. She wouldn't be that upset. For her to say she never wants to have a relationship with her dad, something happened. He couldn't have been there the whole time. What do you think? How I just want you to tell me. I really want to know this because people say this all the time. Well, you like this person, that's why you. I go with what I see. So please tell me honestly, how do I appear to be biased? Because I don't think I am. Chris was to bring unity once he created a home that a child was not long to give his full attention, but he did not move on and keep cheating. And you have formed opinions based on what you don't know. I formed opinions on based on what we both watched on television. So how did you form your opinion? Are you biased because you think something is different? Because clearly you don't think what I'm saying is correct. So I don't even know what you're saying. Right. Like her mother, if you want to call me biased as far as his mother is concerned, then I'm biased. Because I believe everything that woman said. Right? This woman that tried to have this baby, this man, she tried to have a family, and this man has cheated on her, allegedly. She left. He came and got her back. She got home, still cheating. So she left. We go solely off what we see, right? I can't make a sound opinion because I'm not there. But I can say what I do know is Chris really failed at some point in their relationship. Child, all I know is this. That girl has gone through a lot. He's gone through a lot. She said the mother, Cornelia. I understand the TV side and the real life can be different. But Bird, do you have the real life? Have you seen something? Do you know them? Is that your sister? Is that your cousin? If you know facts, then just say the facts. Because if I'm understanding right, you've only seen Chris on Love Marriage Huntsville in this interview today. And that's all you're going off of. So if you feel differently, that's fine. And I appreciate and respect your opinion. The Fletchers already stated their side, their interview with CK. Now, how do you feel about Nell in this situation? Because she feels very strongly and negatively about Nell. Oh, what did you miss, Alita? Girl, they just put the commercials in, honey. I don't even know. I don't even see them. It's always three sides to every story. We've heard Chris's side. Today we've heard her side. Now we just have to wait and see if we hear another one. Okay. You're right, Tiffany. You're right, of course. But I think that what I think for me, when she said, "Oh, what did you?" She do you remember when she said that the best time she had with them? Yeah, he said that. He did say that. Chris did say out of his mouth that he was not there. He did say that. But do you remember she said the best time is when they were like broke and they were living with another family and Nell was working at the dollar store? She said that was her best time with him. Now the timeline for Lexi, I don't know if the timeline really adds up for me because it seems like as much as she says she doesn't know him, she definitely seemed to know a lot. I will say that. Hey, Holly. Yep. Love the hip hop Huntsville. I know. I was just watching Peter and Tara and Amina right before I got on live. Baby, it's a mess. But I feel like that. I feel like it's a lot. Hey, chocolate. I feel like it's a lot for her to have so many recollections, but say that she wasn't there. She like if you leave at 3 years old, I can't remember 3 years old. But if somebody left 3 years old and I had a couple of holidays, I wouldn't know that much. That girl says she's in counseling and she clearly has some dark areas in her life because at one point she felt like it was necessary for her not to be here. And I know it was really crazy a month later when she had her baby's birthday party and she realizes that she almost made a decision to take her away from all of that. Hey, House of Queens TV. All day for you said there are two types of side chicks. One's like Miss Nail and the one's like Cold Sore. Ooh, I just feel like she is hurt, right? And I feel like whatever was going on at that dinner, and I will say this, I do believe Chris probably told that girl, "Oh yeah, come and let's talk about your business and let's get it out. This is the best thing you can do." And then they hit her with all this stuff about her mama, because even though she said she was on the THC, when you get to talk about somebody's mama, you sober up real quick, okay? And that was insane. And then they don't even have a relationship with her brothers and sisters. She has denounced her family. She has denounced her family. Absolutely. I feel like she just I feel like she just out with it. Oh my goodness. Oh, she's definitely hurt. She is beyond hurt. Her whole her whole feelings, beings, thinking is devastated. She is sick about it, right? And even when her mother was talking, and she was talking about how they treated her on television, and she was crying. That was her being that 3 year old girl or that 5 year old girl. Your dad not ever coming. Exactly, chocolate. Yeah, that sober you up real quick. Well, she said she didn't want to show, and somebody said, "Wait a minute." Somebody in the comments said, "Why did she do this interview?" Right? She said that she wasn't going to talk about it. She was just going to leave it alone, and she said she was going to let it die out, just like her relationship with Chris. I, she called him by his name, right? But she said when she saw how her mother reacted, that's when because quiet as kept. I'm mad at myself for not getting that interview. Like I am really, I was slipping on that one. Yeah, she's really sad, really, like really and truly sad. But why do you think she said Nell wouldn't let her be alone with her dad? I know. Well, her husband. I guess he was like, those are his kids, and whatever he felt in that room, he didn't want that to affect his children. So he's like, if you bring my kids around this, I'm leaving. I don't think it's that strong like that, but I think it was to make a point. But clearly, she feels like that anyway. I don't feel, you know what, Vanessa? I'm with you on this because we have seen Nell and how she talked to her kids. We've seen what she said about Chris Jr. You know, like he ain't got to do this, he ain't got to do that. But then she wants them to call her. She wants them to come over. She wants them to do all of this. So, like she was saying about Lance, like all the kids got cars for Christmas. Lexi didn't get a car. Lance got mad, and then he got a car. But then when she says something about a car, allegedly she says they said we pay child support to talk to your mom about that. That's crazy. I feel that the mother has caused a lot of pain, resentment, and hurt. You feel the mother? The mother said now Cornelia said that she tried to forge a relationship. She encouraged a relationship. She even said that she prayed with Nell about her relationship to Chris. I don't. I believe the mother. I'm gonna take that stand. I'm going to stick with Cornelia because that she said she prayed with her and she tried to forge a relationship until she saw this show. I get that. Really, and and you're right. And we can end this right now. Really said the gist of it is she wants her daddy to be her damn dad, to be a damn daddy, and that's all she wants. At the end of the day, the girl wants her father. The man has hurt her. And I hate how these men come in these relationships and impregnate these women and have these humans and leave them to be functional citizens of the world. And they are just broken. And Chris is no different. He is no different. And it's no telling. That woman said he cheated all the time. The and when because Nell talked about it, she didn't go deep into it on the show. She just said he cheated. They was apart for 2 years. Now she talked about that. She said when she found out that she was hurt. She said that on the thing. Baby, yeah, Cornelia, that's her name. 100%. She said when she found out that her dad had cheated on Nell and he left, she was like, for 2 years, he was in Atlanta with another woman with her kids. How can you leave? Now, even though Lance is not Chris's son, so that means Chris probably may not care a lot, but the child had to drop out of school to help his mother, allegedly. Hey, Prosperity. I think that is just so crazy. Y'all let me know if it's a commercial and I'll say what I'm going to say. These are just the situations, hurt and pain of everyday broken promises. And it's so sad. It's so sad, right? Like I said, I'm divorced. We're co-parenting, but we have a solid, healthy co-parenting life. I don't think my daughter is missing anything out. Other than go back, I would do anything for my child to make sure she's happy, right? And I think every mother who loves being a mother and every father who loves being a father is going to do that. But when you don't care about anything but getting certain body parts wet, you don't care about them kids. Because in his mind, they got their mama. And if Nell is around here caught, like for Nell to call that man house, did Chris tell Nell that he was married? Or he was just living with somebody? All the time. The woman said she came home, y'all, because he came and pursued her to come back. And she saw evidence of him cheating, so she had to go. House of Queens TV. Do you see this comment? She did not meet her dad till she was 14, right? Now he is no longer with us, and she would love to do that over. because she missed something. And I don't think these men understand what they do. Ooh, I'm getting emotional. I don't think these men really understand what they do to these kids. I think it's fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry, YouTube, my bad. But it is ridiculous. I just hate that for her. I hate it for her because you can tell, you can see the pain in that girl. And if Chris is around here laying up with any and everybody, that is just ridiculous. Now you on TV. She said that she was scared when she said they always want to be on TV, and she was scared when she heard that they were on television because she was worried that it would be women coming out of the woodworks. That's crazy. Broke my heart. Broke my heart for her. Broke my heart. And then like, and then when they're children, there's nothing that they can do. So if you're 3 years old and you want your dad and he leaves, there's nothing you can do. Versus when you're 18 and 19, you can just go over there. That's different. But you've already messed up the relationship, so they don't even want to go. Chris ought to be. Oh, I don't even want to say. Let me just. I'm not gonna say that analogy, but y'all can just about figure it out. Whatever you thinking, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, she said Nell was pregnant. We don't know if that pregnancy was carried to term. That's what I'm saying. We don't know if that was carried to term. But look, the child said, I didn't hear her say nothing about no women at 3. I remember she said her dad left at 3 and all she knew was her stepdad. She didn't say she knew nothing about no women at 3 years old. She knew about that later. And I'm guessing maybe it could be what her mother has told her. I don't know. Pepper, I'm with you 100%. Chris should be ashamed of himself. And the reason he stood up there cursing on TV, because Chris don't even come off like that. He cursing on TV because she stood over there telling the truth about it. Now he don't want to look crazy on television. And I believe it. I believe it. I believe Chris. Chris is definitely a Rolling Stone. He is a Rolling Stone, and he is still rolling. No, there's no way after this interview. That interview was a lot. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button as you come in. Not, Tiffany said, not Martell, Chris's protege. I can't with a protege. Right. Yes, Kia, that's what she said. She said Nell was pregnant. And she also said that her dad did not want a divorce. Her mother had to make him sign the papers when he realized she was serious. Exactly, chocolate. Exactly. Let me see. My sisters and I went through with our dad. He died in 2015, and all 4 of his daughters were all he had. And then Miss Island Duncan, the reason you were there is because that's your dad. And even if you had hurt, it's still your father. And then you're in a situation where you realize you're not going to see him again. That kind of softens you and put the BS to the side for a minute. But you still here thinking about all the BS that you went through. That's just my whole. I don't even understand. I thought he was henpecked too. Oh, y'all, wait a minute. I might have a little tea. Hold on. Let me check something right quick. I had somebody on something. Just sit tight. Sit tight for your girl, because I got it. I got it right here. Because I'm locked in. Believe me, I'm locked in. Okay. Okay, here we go. I have a picture from him. Okay, when is Chris's birthday? So, hey, here for hot tea. Let me say this. So, my source is telling me that Lexi is telling the truth. They have been here for a long time. I will read you verbatim. I will say she is definitely being truthful about most of what she's saying. I know, and she's telling the truth. So the only discrepancy is kind of like when he saw the kids, right? Hold on. So there may be some evidence somewhere it could be some evidence. I'm not saying Lexi was 100% across the board. I'm gonna give Lexi an 85 on this, right? She gonna have to get an 85 from me. But all I'm saying is Chris definitely planted a seed and did not nurture the seed. Now she on here on YouTube pouring her heart out, and it is devastating. It's devastating. What kind of people? You gonna have, girl, you got to rewrite this so I can understand what it says. I just feel like let's yeah, just take your time. I know you about to go live, but just take your time real quick. Yes. Here for IT did a great take on it. And she really is she is holding the flag for Lexi. I'm holding the flag for Lexi. I'm really holding the flag for Lexi's mother, right? Because one thing about it, when you have your piece, that's how you show up. And one thing about Chris, he has a certain type because that lady kind of looked like Nell. Now, it's some other ones that may not look like Nell, but he likes pretty women. I will say that. Who people think is a man? Okay. All right, Bird. I mean, and then the thing is, Cornelia is a woman who is at peace. You know what I'm saying? You can see, like, Lexi is not in peace. Lexi did not show up peacefully on my screen, but her mother showed up peacefully. That woman has been in it. She's gone through it, and now she's over it, and she has moved on. And you can tell. You can tell when a person is at peace. She ain't had no problem telling that story. She just said she went over there praying with Nell about Chris. You know how peaceful you got to be to pray with the woman who been cheating with your husband about their marriage? Baby, that's God. That's crazy. Because it would have to be Jesus sitting right over here just giving me directions. Because it ain't no way. It ain't no way. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like here for IT, I don't think people should blame Lexi, especially when we don't know the full truth. I think it needs people need to speak allegedly often when it comes to these things because you don't know. Lexi could very well have been sitting up there telling us the entire truth, right? But people who like Nell, people who want to look at a timeline. Now, it was some stuff on there. I'm like, Lexi, you know a little bit, right? You know a little too much for you not to be involved. But for the most part, like I said, I'm going to give her 85. I'm going to give her 85. She's definitely passing for me. She's passing. I haven't prayed to. Baby, her walk is straight, ain't it? When she said she went and prayed with Nell, I was like, child, how do you do that? I would love to know how to do that. And did you see the difference? Cornelia is very calm and she's very easygoing. Nell is a firecracker, right? Chris has gone out here and he has injected himself into women's lives and left them with lies and promises. Because at this point in time, Chris on this show is not going anywhere. I believe Lexi when she said he wants to be on TV, he wants the fame. I believe it 100%. Yes, Jesus. First of all, Lexi said she was on THC really. So Lexi was going she was gonna come in and be nice to everybody until she heard people talk about her mama. Chris ever Chris is the common denominator, right? And did you hear her say that they want to be upstanding people in the community and for Mel to come here and say, I didn't know you did this backpack drive and you talking about this your annual drive? They're not even doing what they say they're doing. She could have been. No, I don't think men like Chris learned their lesson. I think men like Chris see like at this point in Chris' life, because Chris is on television, the type of cheater he's gonna be now will be a like fame. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on TV. Oh, is that Chris Fletcher? Blah blah blah. He'll talk to you now because of that. Because people will want to be associated with someone who's on television. But I don't even know what was going on. If you living in somebody else's house and you still, well, maybe you weren't cheating in because you had to bring yourself to it. All right, I got it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then the thing is, it's still gonna be women that's gonna throw themselves at him. It's gonna be more. It's gonna be women that's still gonna try to talk to him. They see Nell getting in the car on her birthday, flowers, and she having a good time. Nell done went under the knife so that she can keep her husband. She done had work done. She done had her boobs lifted. She done had her body sculpted, thinking that that's gonna keep him there. But that is not gonna keep your man there, girl. When they want to go, they gonna go. Chris, Chris had Lexi. He got them two with Nell. All I know is three. That's all I know. I just know three kids. I just know three. Oh, child. Gail. Oh my God. Oh, I have messaged Gail. I do not want to miss that interview. I really hope she messaged me that. Ain't nothing and no one stopping him. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I was talking to a friend the other day and I said it feels like men, I've heard this before, but it feels like sometimes men don't even like women. Like we're like I guess we're too astute now, or we're too, like we're too questionable, or maybe we speak too loud, or maybe we speak too much, and maybe we're asking too many questions, but they don't like that. I would love to talk to Cornelia. Oh my God, I would love to talk to Cornelia. Yeah, or they're too soft and weak, and then it's like or clingy. But I feel like they just don't like us a lot. Some men, not all, just some. And I feel like they get in these relationships and they're these imposters, and then once they get in there, they get you, then they become who they really are, and it is too late. Like it's so crazy. I just marriage, okay. Okay, right? It's just too much, and it's like you can't even be comfortable in your relationship. Like if I was just dating, like if I had met somebody yesterday, I would be a nervous wreck, right? Because there's no way. Oh my God, I would be a nervous wreck. I gotta figure out how to get in touch with Cornelia. I would love to talk to Cornelia. Latasha says she is definitely getting her tummy tucked for her and not a dude. I know that's right. Oh, chocolate. Say it again. It's so peaceful. And I want women to understand. Yeah, I get it. I get it. You got to have a man for something. I do understand that they are useful, and if it's good, they really useful, right? But it's the other things. I got it. I got it. She seems so calm, right? Hey, Vanessa, hello, Venetia. I'm sorry, Venetia. Yes, and I just feel like some people want a man just to say they have a man, and then it's any man, right? And it's just too much. But I really wish that girl I wish her all the peace because she really needs to get with her mother and see how her mother works that. Because, like I said, her mother is peaceful. You can see it all over her face on that interview. Like even when she was upset, talk about how upset she was when she saw what they were doing to her daughter, she still was peaceful. Now Lexi over there crying and going on, and Lexi looks like she's dealing with something, but that mama is good. Girl, not one stoplight. Girl, they got a whole bunch of stoplights in Huntsville. But if I was somebody moving to Huntsville, I would look in another direction because the men that they are putting out front, and I'm not saying that they are what Huntsville is, but I would be devastated if that's what I thought I was about to run into. That is crazy. I want her to find peace because she's not peaceful. You can see it all over her face. You can see it on her mannerisms. Like her mother sat there and had that conversation. Lexi could not be still. Like she has so much she needs to get out. Right? It's so much hurt. She's hurt. Now, like I said, I'm gonna give Lexi an 85 on that. I'm gonna give her an 85. Chris definitely has a 0 in my book, but Lexi has an 85. And I just feel like at some point, I just hope she gets to the point where she can just keep it together. Yes. They say Team Lexi all day. But why were people saying things like, well, Lexi did come off bitter, and I got that. She was upset, right? Because now we know she was upset because she heard them talking about her mom. But I don't know. Why do you think people don't believe her, though? Why do you think that? Because a lot of people said that in the comments. They don't believe her. She got to keep her distance because they are her trigger. She has to keep her distance. Yes. Yeah, Venetia, rewatch the video. And when you rewatch it, message me and let me know what you saw different because I just I just hate that her life was like that. I hate that. No, she can't grow with the anger. She has children she has to raise. She has a husband that she has to be here for. And she has herself that she needs to be okay with. She cannot be angry, and she is. She's so angry. And Miss Ann, here's the thing. Let me say this, because people have said so. Oh my God, if I had $1 for every time somebody said I'm biased, this your friend, this, I talk about what I see. If it's something that I know, I let you know for sure. If it's something I know for sure that I've experienced myself, I'm gonna let you know. Regardless if you believe it or not, I'm gonna let you know. But I can't talk about anything but what I see. And people seem not to be able to be just all around. It's cool to have your favorites. I know it's gonna take time. Well, Chocolate, you heard her say she had been waiting all her life to curse Nell out, so she got that part off. Yeah, I am. I'm like, I just really and truly take things, take people for their word, and then I think about it later as things go. I'm like, okay, that doesn't sound truthful, or okay, I'm rocking with that person unless I see different. But I feel like Lexi's gonna have to. She gonna have to get some peace. She gonna have to just day by day, cause her mama got it. I said, her mama got it. How I see it is how I see it. If these biased and others, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're biased too. Like, real quick, when it comes to, we might as well talk about it because I want to talk about it anyway. When it comes to JJ, Selena, and Sophia, oh my God. Oh my God. Ugh. Yeah, he seems to be a really good guy. People just, I saw somebody under Selena's comments say, because somebody added me on her video, and I like Selena. I've never not. I ain't starting no war. I'm definitely not gonna do that. At least, really, just let me know if I'm going too far. Okay, really, it's gonna be the one that's gonna hold me accountable, and she is now really is in control of all of my words that I'm about to say. So really, it's on you. You have this responsibility now, ma'am. Because once I get going, I don't have no control of what come out of my mouth. So here we go. I like Selena. I've never not liked Selena, right? Never not liked her. I don't know her not to like her. And I know Selena the way I know Selena kind of like everybody else. I definitely know Selena like everybody else knows her, and then kind of a little more. So I'll just leave that right there, right? So somebody was like, you need to talk to Selena. You talk to JJ, you talk to Sophia, you need to talk to Selena. So I said, you know what? You're right. So I messaged her. She did not message me back. I know why she didn't message me back, and it's okay, right? But I know everybody's waiting on a part two. I don't think you're gonna get a part two because I think part one was a little telling, and I think it's gonna be have to be some stuff that's gonna be backed up. You know, am I okay? Really? Like I don't. How am I doing? Oh, we're gonna get back to that. So I don't. That's how people feel about me for that. That's how people feel about me for that. So I don't know that. All I do is talk about what I see. I can't talk about anything else. So that's all I'm going to say on that. Really, you have been released. Now back to this. No, no, no. I don't want to bash anybody on my page. Now, what I will do is call them out on their stuff, but it's not bashing. It's just what I see. If it's good or bad, I'm just gonna talk about it. But I'm chocolate. I'm moving on. I am moving on. I'm moving on. Really has released me. I like Selena too. I do too. I think she's a beautiful person. I think she is a great mother. I think she loves her girls. She is a mother first. And I'm not taking that from her. I would never take I don't know her to take it from her. Right? But then there are other things that I'm not going to get into, so I'm going to leave it right there. So back to Lexi. I just want Lexi to get what it is that she needs to get. That's all I want. That's it. So I would like to know, how do I get some people to come up? Here for hot tea. What do I do to pull people up on this? Do I do something else? Hey, Shanna. I don't even know what to do. Because I really want y'all to come on so we can talk. I don't know. How do I share my link? Okay, wait a minute. Oh, girl, are you kidding me? That's all I had to do? Oh, you should have never told me that, girl. It's on and popping now. It's on. Let me do it again. Share. I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna go over here. All right, y'all. Now look, I know y'all get a certain kind of way. So, oh, how do I do that? Oh, let me go up here, right here with the little three dots. Oh, ooh, ooh, it's on now, y'all. Don't let me learn nothing. Don't let me learn nothing. Cause here for hot tea, I'm gonna have to call you some stuff I need to ask you anyway. Don't let me learn nothing. Who coming up? First person, let's go. I'm ready. I'm excited. What you mean wrong link? It's the link over here say share. What you mean? It said video link. How is this the wrong link? Okay. Hold up. What's this? It says share the link. Oh no. Girl, I don't went somewhere else. Child, y'all, this is a mess. Oh, hold on. Just a second. Well, how do I do that? It's a box right here that says share right here. I'm not on StreamYard. That may be what it is. I'm not on StreamYard. I'm just live on YouTube. My heart breaks for her too, Miss Island. It really does. Exactly. You're still a daddy's girl. My father passed when I was 17. There is not a day that I don't wish that he wasn't here for when I got married the first time, when I got married the second time, when I got a divorce the first time, when I got a divorce the second time, when I had my baby, when I graduated from high school, when I graduated from college, today, when I became an author, when I'm on YouTube, when I've had interviews with people, there's not a day that I won't want my daddy here. It's not one day. It's not one day. And I think that's why I was about to get really emotional, because she only has one dad. You know what I'm saying? We all have one dad. We have one mom. And we want them to be our protector, provider, the love of our lives. And you're not that for her. Chris was not the first love of Lexi's life. That sets the tone for how women grow up and be in relationships. If your daddy wasn't there, you're always looking for your daddy, so you always could be in a situation where you're picking the wrong men. And he doesn't even understand what he's doing to his baby. That's my problem with these men. Y'all go up and lie and lay up. That's what they do. Lie, lay up, and leave. And then you got all these kids here to pick up your pieces. You got little boys trying to be the men of the house, and they can't even be little boys and play with Tonka trucks because they worry about their mama's emotions. It is ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. And my thing is this: I don't have to be there to know Chris did this. Chris did it, 100%. Chris did it, and he's done it to other women. He has come in, lied, and left other women, and put them in positions to waste their time. It is nothing I hate more than, oh, I wish I could be like here for hot tea and get the cursing, but insert the word for a person to waste my time. Baby, don't do that. Don't waste my time. Don't do that. And just ridiculous. And Chris has done this to Nell. He's done that to Cornelia. He's done this to other women. He's done it to the woman who he left Nell for and moved to Atlanta. And whoever knows who else. It's just ridiculous. It's just simply and utterly ridiculous. And all he does, and a lot of men, lay up, lie, and leave. And that is ridiculous. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. And then you want to get on TV and go to the car like you got so much to say, how much love you have for your daughter. And then for her to get here and tell your truth. When she said that she was scared for them to be on reality TV because she was concerned about the women that would come out the woodworks, I knew it then. He should be afraid too. Oh, me too. A cartoon emoji. Oh my gosh. And that's what he does. And then you want to get mad when the girls confront them and call them to the table for what they're doing, and then you want to holler out how I've been here. Sir, your money does not mean that you've been here. Lexi said on there, every time she said she wanted something, I send your mama child support, talk to your mama. That cannot be good. Every time I ask you for something, your answer is talk to your mama because I give you child support. You know Lexi felt a certain kind of way. Lexi was not in that house. So then if she comes to the house, she has to speed up and get on this. And you know, stepmothers, and I'm not saying it's bad stepmothers, it's some stepmothers out there that are better than the mothers, but it's some who are not. And the way, and I'm going to say this, the way I saw Nell at that dinner table, I like Nell, but Nell comes off to me as a wicked stepmother. I'm sorry. She's a fun lady. She looks like she likes to have a good time. She seems to be a good friend. But I feel like when it comes to outside kids and everything she's had with Chris, she could be a wicked stepmother. Because that girl kept saying, she was like, why does she hate me? Why do they hate me? Like, why would you say that? Now that's the question. How much child support was he paying? Because if I want a car, I should be able to get a car. Right? Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. If I want a car, I should be able to get a car. And you're right, girl, because they will do the least and talk about the most. If he was paying less than $2,500 a month, I don't want to hear nothing about him paying no child support. That, and let me say this, that is how it can be. Here for Hot Tea, that's how my life is set up. We don't have that. And what we do is we pay half of everything. Everything. There is no child support. Because when she's with me, it's fully financial supported over here. I don't need nothing from him. When she's with him, it's fully financially supported. He don't need nothing from me. Now she go to the doctor tomorrow. I'm gonna get the receipt and I'm gonna send that bad boy right to him in a screenshot. I'm gonna need half, my boy. I'm gonna need half on this visit. But other than that, that's it. Talk about it, Prosperity. Talk about it. She was happy to get the Victoria's Secret pants. Clearly, she ain't been getting nothing much. Y'all, please hit the like button as you come in. Thank you. She shouldn't have needed to go to him and ask for a car when the others have one. She should have told mom to go have. Well, clearly, they really care about CJ and Kayla because the beautiful Lance. Oh, did you get into Lance? Lance has been married and divorced. I would love to know that story. Cause what did she say that girl name was, like Ray something? Cause she almost said her full name, right? The Golden Children. That's right. A father at 16, Miss Ann. A father at 16. And then she said he was married, his ex-wife. And then she said, if I didn't know them, the story would be chef's kiss. She said, I would tell it if it wasn't my niece involved. Child, I'm gonna have to message her myself. Say, girl, you're gonna have to tell me. I ain't gonna tell nobody. Y'all know how I do. I'll drop little bits and I'll drop little breadcrumbs until we get the full story. But oh my God. No. I don't exactly. I think if she asks for child support is exactly what you should do. And if you're with, but I feel like if you're with your children, won't tell us all. But I feel like if you're with your children and your children are with you and they're asking for something, I don't think you should throw up child support in their face. You're with me. Like if I was paying child support and my daughter is with me and she's asking me for something, I'm not going to say, go talk to your daddy, I pay him child support. She's with me. I'm not going to tell her no if it's within reason. So every time the girl is with her daddy and her stepmom and she wants something like everybody else wants, everybody else get it, but she got to go when she get home because her mama got child support. That ain't right. Child, did you see that, Miss Ann? I saw that. The the body movements was I saw that, ma'am. I saw that. Remember when Todd didn't want Candace to buy Kayla a nice car because he was like she was for her money. Child, to be real, it did be bad. No God, no God. My ex-husband put himself on child support and I don't ask for nothing. Exactly. But Vanessa, you have some that know how to do the right thing. I don't know your story, but clearly there was an understanding at some point, right? She said, I understood the Toddism. Lexi's point was, don't put her out there like the screw up of the family when the others are. Let me tell you, did you hear Lexi when she said she's done well in school? And she said they talk about her in that light because she's doing well in school, she's doing the right thing. Because you got Chris Jr., who is clearly in trouble, Lance, who's having babies at 16, Kiki, where is her mother? And now to put Kiki out of the house, pregnant and all. Lexi said her and her mama came to Huntsville to get the girl breast pumps and supplies. Then you got Kayla, who is the baby, who probably is really messing up, but because she the baby, they don't say much. You know how that goes. Yeah, that it is weird sleeping with a man, loving a man, putting a man on a pedestal who won't even go to their child's birthday party. And what kind of woman are you that would allow that to happen? Right? That's crazy. When before my ex-husband had his son, he and I had separate everything for Lillian. I if she's with me, she has a party. When she goes with him, he has a party. When he had a son, I told him, I said, I don't care what your problem is with me. I don't care what your wife's problem is with me. But Lillian has a brother now. And she will be at everything that he has to have. And I expect him to be at everything for Lillian because that is her brother. And she is his sister. I don't expect it to be, nah, she can't come because she with me. That's crazy. And I don't accept anything less. Right? And I think he appreciates it. Because I think he probably was a little nervous and thinking I would do that. But I would never do anything like that. But Nell is the kind of woman that would do that. Allegedly. She comes off as that kind from what we've heard today. Yeah, Shirley. That is crazy. And then he over there in Atlanta with some woman. Wait a minute. Atlanta. Did y'all get into the fact when she said talk to them about why they left Atlanta running? We got to find somebody in Atlanta, Georgia, who knows this story. Let me see. Hold on. Because she said he left Atlanta running. What you talking about? He meant he left the family. What part you mean, really? He left the family when he left Nell for 2 years? Or he would She said that they were in Atlanta and they left Atlanta running back to Huntsville. That's when they moved in with those two people in that 3-bedroom home. What? Why was you leaving Atlanta like that? I think Chris and Nail have the ability to have a great show. This will be great content. Why don't we talk about this? Why didn't Carlos talk about Lexi on the reunion? Was he told before not to mention her? Why did he talk about that? That was something that needed to be talked about. I think it needs to be talked about. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. What? Y'all, breaking. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Okay, y'all. Let me see how I say this. How do I say this? Okay, so what if? Do you think Chris Fletcher would talk to me if I reached out to him? I would have a real conversation with Chris. She's really said wet. I don't know what they was running from. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. You don't think so? Tell me why you said doubt it. I asked the question. Um, Mina, she said she would go over there and pray with her about her relationship with Chris. That's amazing. Yes, that's it. Vanessa, you're right. That's exactly what the woman should do, the current woman. Cultivate and maintain the relationship. Yes, Shirley, I agree. 100% I agree. Mm, I don't know. Maybe, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know my temperament because I have real questions. I have, like, I can sit here and talk to y'all or whatever, but when it comes to stuff like this, I got some real questions because I need to know, sir. I need to know. Shirley, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. Shirley said Nell got the husband she deserved. If Nell had called this woman at her house, I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what I would do. If my husband, I've never been in a situation like that, thank God. Because I probably would be serving some time and not on this internet with y'all tonight. But I don't know what I would do if a woman called my house for my husband. Hmm. I can't really divulge all that right now, prosperity, but I was encouraged to talk to him because evidently his Chris's words are people will say any women. Let me tell you what he said exactly. Hold on. He heard about Lexi's interview, right? But when they go to bloggers alone without the other party, you can say all types of stuff. That's what he said. He said he heard about Lexi's interview, and when you go to bloggers alone, I'm guessing he wants to be there with Lexi, then she can say all types of stuff. Just like when he goes to someone, he can say all types of stuff. Oh, I probably shouldn't say that. Ooh, I need to edit that out. Mm. I mean, of course he's calling her a liar. Chocolate? Are you crazy? Of course. They did talk to Carlos King alone on YouTube, and they told their side. You're right, really. Let me reach out to Chris right now. I'm about to message him on Instagram. Where y'all think he be hanging out the most? Instagram or TikTok? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Y'all, I'm saying too much. Okay. I'm gonna reach out to Chris. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what? I was under the impression that 100%. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was under, I was under the impression that, well, I will say this. Martell, first of all, we didn't even have to know Chris was doing all this, right? If it wasn't for Martell, we would never have known Chris was doing all this. Never. Because when he was talking to Martell in that particular scene and talking about him not having the properties or builder's license, then that's the moment that he took the chance to throw Chris under the bus, right? We never had to know Chris was doing this. Like Martell put Chris' business out there. We didn't know that. We just knew Chris was over the 40 acres or the 47 acres or whatever. You're right. Girl, mine up too, 100%. Nina, I done messed up. Oh my God. She did say that prosperity, and we all see a lot of Martell in that. What would you like to know? I would like to know what goes on. And I'm sure he was watching that video today. I'm sure he was watching that video with a fine-tooth comb. I'm sure he was. As soon as he heard about it, you know he was tuned in. I'm sure he was tuned in today. Oh God, we not even get on him because I'm gonna tell you something. Somebody better get him and reel him in, or it is going to be a problem. It's about to be a problem. Somebody said something about CK. Hold on, let me see. Uh-oh. Somebody said something about CK. I love y'all. He watched the one last night. Well, cause her mom. He watched the one last night as well because her mom was on that one. I know Chris is watching it. I know he is. And if you're watching this, Chris, sir, you are wrong. You have left pieces of people around. And you really should be ashamed of yourself. You really should. Because you have lied, laid, and left so many lies, and you don't even understand. And then the thing is, you need to take accountability for that, sir. You need to take accountability for it. Now your daughter is out on the internet talking about she don't want to see you, and the next time y'all have a conversation is when y'all both are in heaven. That's crazy. That's crazy. When that girl said that, I was like, okay, she's done. Exactly, Brown Sugar. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get why Nell didn't want to do the show. I get it. I wouldn't want to do it either. If I thought that my man's information was going to get out, I wouldn't do the show. I don't know, child. I don't know. Everybody wants to be heard. And maybe she just want to be heard. Maybe she just wants her stories heard. Maybe she just wants people to know that, she is hurt. Because she's definitely hurt. Everything. Talia, everything. You, girl, everything. I mean, what'd you say? I wanted to CK what? It's I wanted to color king. Child, he won't talk to me either. Now there you go, overcomer. You better you better hope you get there. What does he not do? I was just talking about him when he threw Chris under the bus, and that's when we found out Chris had infidelities in his marriage. Because when he said that Chris had to take a breath, he wasn't even ready for that to come out. Exactly, both of them. I just don't know. I don't know. But like I'll say this to people who coming in here or whatever. I will give Lexi an 85 on this, and I will give Chris a 0 on this whole thing. Because I believe her. She's hurt. Oh, he's super trifling. Oh my God. Not filming. So mad. Has made the biggest fool of himself on the internet. He may as well go and marry Ariana. Martell may as well marry Ariana today. It's 6:21 Central Time. They need to be married in 9 minutes. 6:30. Let's make it official. We're done. And just go on with your life. Just be done with it. Because it makes no sense. There's not going to be okay. Now there are some women who love Martell. It's crazy. And those are women I would like to talk to because I would love to know their thought process. Other than wearing a suit, what else is it about Martell Holt? From the neck down in a suit, from neck to ankle, it's great. But everything else, it's a mess. I don't know how he could think that. Shirley, I really and truly don't know how he could think that. How in the world could he think that? Girl, is who loves him? Girl, is women under the comment when he was somebody was on a live. I love Martell. I like Martell. Martell is just misunderstood. Child, it's women out there feel like that. Are you kidding me? I don't think he wants her as a wife either, Overcomer. But at this point, I don't think he has a choice. Loving him is AK said loving Martell is crazy, and I agree, honey. Girl, it be people on. Yeah, I promise. It was a live or something. And people, it was women in there. Oh my God, I love Martell. He's just misunderstood. Mel just didn't do this. She should have taken care of her husband. You can't take care of a man like that. There's no pleasing him. Not slaw equals nigga. Wait a minute. I feel that Lexi is in her. This is what. Yeah, she wants. Yeah, it's not healthy, and I'm so glad to know she's still in counseling, and maybe she will get better. I'm happy to know that. Who, Vanessa? That's exactly right, really. Exactly right. 100%. 100% correct. I agree. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. But I don't know. I just like I said, I give her 85. I give him a 0. I don't know. I just bit my heart. I just feel bad for her. I feel bad for her children. They're not with their grandfather, right? She can't be with her nieces and nephews because she doesn't want to have a relationship with them, and they really don't have a relationship. And she said Chris Jr. really doesn't fool with them. Because he said they're all about the fake and all this. No, it is only one original coleslaw. She is the president of that club. Oh, sure. That's what I'm talking about. You know what, Shirley? Let me speak to what Shirley's saying. Shirley said, "Can you imagine all the bad advice Mel was giving Mel over the years? You remember when she was talking to Mel at her name change ceremony, and she was like, I talked to Martell. Why are you bringing up Martell at my name change ceremony? Or Mel, he said you had 20 babysitters. Why is this your business? Why did you call me over here to talk to Martell in y'all backyard when I broke these glasses from drinking lemonade? Like, why are you trying? Horrible advice. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. She definitely uses the money. She definitely uses the money. And like she said, Lexi's done. Lexi done sent the children Christmas gifts back. She didn't want the gifts in the house. They didn't come to her house. They came to her mother. She sent them back. She don't want anything. And I will say this again for people coming in. Lexi said she did this interview because her mother's name was mentioned, and she saw how it had affected her mother. She said had it not affected her mother, she never would have talked. She said people had reached out to her. Hey Dallas, yeah, they definitely blurred. Girl, speaking of, side note, did you see what happened with Keith Lee today? I made a post about it. Did you see that? That was crazy. They did admit that. And even when, oh, somebody made a good point. The way she told her dad how she almost left here and his response versus how he was worried about Chris Jr. It, I mean, I don't know how his response was. I wasn't on the other end of the phone. But she made it seem like he was like, oh, well, I didn't know. I thought that was horrible. If Chris did that, I think that's horrible. I'm not saying he did. Like I said, I was not there. But the way she put it, that's bad. I know they're still filming the show and they have to do it. I know. Mm. Nell told Mel to stay, and Mel said she's not. Yes, girl. What girl? Child, it's crazy. You have to look at my post, child, because baby, I can't get into that because that is crazy. But Keith Lee is still in Dallas. He's still here. I'm gonna have to go to Rowlett and see what he's talking about down there. Yes, Shirley. And she told him what had happened a month before. Like she was in a dark place and what she was thinking about doing. And his reply was, nobody called me and told me. Not, how are you? Are you okay? Are you getting help? But, oh, then nobody called me. That's not cool. Hey, baby. Oh. Yes, really. And I'm going to tell you, as a mother, you realize she was always right. Well, Prosperity, he said he didn't know. Well, you mean after Lexi told him what had happened? Because he said he didn't know that she had gone through that. That's not fair. It's not fair. Okay. Well, yeah, he didn't call her after. Yeah, she did say that. It's not fair. Child, she said she don't want. Oh, that's what's not fair to keep not having the gifts. Yeah, I'm with you on it because I think children should have all the gifts for Christmas, no matter who gives it to them. But if she felt like she was trying to set a tone and set some boundaries, she definitely said it with that. Girl, do you know it would take? You know how mad I gotta be to send my baby's gifts back. I You okay, Miss Island? That's what I was thinking about. I was like, am I gonna have to go back and look at that episode because I never really heard them say anything. But she said Kiki said something. Kiki said something about your mom is doing too much. Do you remember that? She said that. She said that's what happened. But I just felt like Chris was real quiet, right? I feel like even in that moment, he should have said more than what he said. Oh, it was cut out. That's what I said, Ms. I'm gonna have to go back and watch. She said it was the part edited out because yeah, they talked for 15 minutes. D Johnson has a point. Let's listen to D because I agree with this 100%. D said if Lexi was supposed to promote her business on Love and Marriage Huntsville, why didn't she promote it during the interview with the content creator? Or maybe I missed it. I didn't hear it. Did y'all hear it? Because I watched it from beginning to the end. Even after she got off, he never talked about what she was doing. You have a very valid point. Very valid. She did Miss Ann. What is her business? Miss Ann says she mentioned it, D. Oh, she was talking about the THC. She did say that they had a business, but I thought she said that closed. Do I think that Chris cheating on Neil is whose karma? Lexi karma? It wouldn't be Lexi's karma. Do I think this Chris cheating on Neil is her karma? I remember her saying something about a dispensary because she said they had some THC, but I thought she said it closed. Or that is her business. So if that is what she's doing, she did mention it. So she did. Um, is it Nails Karma? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. hmm It's gonna be something, and maybe that's why Nail doesn't allegedly like her to be along with Chris. Mina, you heard what she said when they gonna have that conversation. I know you heard that. Did you hear that, Mina? She said when they're both in heaven, if he goes. Those were her words. Okay. All right. So stop right there, ma'am. Yeah, she jumped out of that real quick. Yeah. Yeah, she jumped out of that real quick. But that's a lot. Ooh, child. She is better off. And because they are clearly triggers for her, so she is way better off. Wait, why are you saying Neil doesn't like Chris to be? That's what Lexi said. I'm repeating what Lexi said. She said that she doesn't have a relationship with her dad. She doesn't really know her dad, and her stepmom, his wife, doesn't want her to be alone with him. That's just what she said. I don't know if she feels like it'll be some conversation to come out. I don't know if she feels like Lexi could talk to her dad in a way to make him look and nail different. I don't know, but she said that. I'm right there with you, really. I'm not gonna say hate because that's his child, and I don't want to believe that Neil would hate his child, but they definitely like her the least of all the kids. I will say that. It feels like that. I don't know that to be true. It just feels like that. That's my opinion. It looks like it feels like it sounds like Lexi is at the bottom of the totem pole. I'll say that. Yeah, she did. She took an hour and like a couple of minutes. Yeah, cause Shirley, yeah, cause she said that she was there to promote her business, and then they got there talking about her mama. Now, Mina, that's what I said. She had the tea, didn't she? From from the time who, when he left Neil, when he was staying with the lady in Atlanta, when they was living with the other couple in the 3-bedroom house, when Neil was working at the dollar store, when Neil's mother, Miss Betty, God rest her soul, Neil took the daycare. She took that over from her mom. Like she had a lot of information. Would I interview Lexi? Um, I really hate that I didn't get in front of that and had like an initial interview with Lexi. Would I still talk to her? I could still talk to her. I could. There are a few questions that I could ask that I don't think were asked. I didn't interview her though. I didn't. Yes, Vanessa. He should have said something instead of sitting there like he was in the library. I mean, he's just too quiet for me. He's too passive for me. And it seems like Nell is like a firecracker. Miss Cornelia seems to be quiet. I wonder if he likes quiet women. You know what I'm saying? Nell is a lot. Let's know about this stuff because her was. She said that was fun. Yeah, but she said she enjoyed them when they were like down and out. You remember that? I agree with that, Overcomer. I like that. Overcomer said, "This is what happens when you allow unforgiveness to control your life." Ooh, child, you said a word for the evening. She said, "Nah, he likes the rah rah." Mm, he's so quiet though. I would be rah rah if he was that quiet because I would need him to talk. I would need him to say something. Wait, what? Mina said nail goes off like a cheap clock. Them be the ones. It is. I was very proud of him when he went out to the truck. I was very proud of him when he went out to the truck and said that. I was like, I've never heard his voice get over a 5. Like he was speaking like on a 6. I was like, okay, Chris. That'd be the ones, child. You right. Y'all like hold on, hold on. Oh God. Well, maybe he will speak up. Maybe I'll message him and see if he'll talk to me. It would have to be. I would have to really think about it. I would have to really think about the questions because I would need some real answers, right? Overcomer. That is a great question. It was too late, girl. They had the seatbelt on, everything. They had backed out, put the car back in drive, and ready to go. You right. Yeah, I agree with you too, Shirley. I agree with you about that. Do we have any last minute comments, questions, and concerns? I'm about to get ready and shut it down. I've enjoyed this conversation with you all tonight. This has been wonderful. I'm doing better. I'm going live more. What else is going on? What else going on? There's a lot going on. Did y'all see what Buffy said in that interview about Contessa? She said Contessa told her, what did she say? Hold on. She said Contessa told, yeah. Continue peace for Lexi. She said Contessa told her to lay on the floor like the babies that she's not going to have. And then she said something about, hold on, child. Because that was crazy. Hold on.
She said something really horrible. She, was like,
Wait.
I lost it. I couldn't.
Wait a minute. That's not what I wanted. That was crazy.
I lost it. She grabbed my neck, was screaming at me. And she said something really horrible to me. She, was like, get down on the floor and let me rock you like the babies you'll never have. Like, y'all didn't, they cut all that out. Like, these women really went for the.
Contessa said that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Not allegedly. She said it. There's no alleged. I'm not saying alleged shit. This shit happened. I dare a bitch to sue me. I will tear everybody ass up. I didn't say nothing. I could own Bravo. A bitch could own Bravo.
Hi, Contessa here. She did not say that. She's a pathological liar, and she asked for the lawsuit, so let's give her one. Fortunately, there were about 10 people in that room, and all of them are going to be called as witnesses in this defamation lawsuit. You don't get to say anything you want, especially when it comes to there was absolutely footage. So, challenge accepted. Let's see how rich you really are.
Shit, I lost it. I couldn't.
Child, they said $83 million. Contessa said $83 million. Defamation lawsuit. Buffy, hold on. Let me listen to it again. Hold on.
Yeah. She said something really horrible to me. She, was like, get down on the floor and let me rock you like the babies you'll never have. Like, y'all didn't, they cut all that out. Like, these women really went for the.
Contessa said that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Not allegedly. She said it. There's no I'm not saying alleged shit. This shit happened. I dare a bitch to sue me. I will tear everybody ass up. I didn't say nothing. I could own Bravo. A bitch could own Bravo.
She said she could own Bravo.
Contessa here. She did not say that. She's a pathological liar, and she asked for the lawsuit, so let's give her one. Fortunately, there were about 10 people in that room, and all of them are going to be called as witnesses in this defamation lawsuit. You don't get to say anything you want, especially when it comes to there was absolutely footage. So, challenge accepted. Let's see how rich you really are.
That's too much. Kia, that's not true. But girl, because my heart dropped also. Vado says she's like a sister to him and she's been helping him with the music. So no. You get back on the 50 Cent horse, we just go ride with that. She said, I don't like it, so I shut up. But child, that's crazy. I heard the number 83 million. Yes, really, that was Buffy. Bronze Sugar 2. I'll message and I'll let y'all know. Don't hold your breath. Child, we'll see. I want to thank you all. Yeah, I just played it. She said she's suing for defamation. I heard the number 83 million. That could be allegedly. I don't know. But that's a lot. But I want to thank you all for being here tonight. This has been wonderful. And I'm getting better and I'm coming back. And child, it'll be something going on tomorrow. And I might have to be back tomorrow. Y'all just make sure y'all be looking for that bat signal. Because in a minute, I'll have it up. But I want to thank y'all for being here. Y'all go and enjoy y'all's nights. Good night. Love, 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 love you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being here. And it's your girl, Millichan. And I will talk to you all later. Bye, y'all.